back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, if you could, do your boy solid. Smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Help your boy get in that go. Let's let YouTube know that we live. Let YouTube know that we talking this good boxing. Don't know if it's your first time, but if you could, not make it your last time. If you're catching this video back on the playback, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as well. We talk this good boxing every day, not just today. Today we hear about a heavyweight division topic, right? I came and I did an EP about a couple of weeks ago, right? And I said the Tyson Fury and the Alexander Usyk fight is looking like it's falling through, and it's looking like Daniel Dubois could be, a play. It's looking like Daniel Dubois could be a play. You know what I mean, for the next Alexander Usyk fight. You know what I mean? Daniel Dubois is coming out for victory in his last fight. He tweaked his knee a little bit, in his last fight. But nonetheless, ranking system wise, Daniel Dubois is ranked number one in the WBA, right? Now, officially, up until about, 6 or 7 hours ago, right? Daniel Dubois being ranked number one in the WBA didn't really mean too much, right? But as of about 6 to 7 hours ago, the WBA has now officially, given Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury a deadline of 2 weeks. Real spill, not a drill. The WBA has officially given Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk 2 weeks to come up with an agreement to the undisputed fight at heavyweight, and if in 2 weeks they can't reach an agreement on the undisputed heavyweight fight, then the WBA is going to call for its mandatory, right? And if you go check the rankings right now, you look at the WBA rankings, you will see that the WBA mandatory is the fighter ranked number one in the WBA rankings right now, which would in fact make him the mandatory, is Daniel Dubois. You know what I mean? About a couple weeks ago, I made an EP and I said Daniel Dubois could be a play. You know what I mean, for Alexander Usyk next fight if the Tyson Fury fights fall through, right? And then you have the WBA coming out today and making it officially official, right? That Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk have approximately 14 days left until April 1st. 14 days, 13 days, you know what I mean? But they got about 2 weeks left to come up with a deal before the WBA calls the mandatory. And Daniel Dubois is ranked number one in the WBA right now. So we very well could be seeing a Daniel Dubois versus Alexander Usyk fight, right? The question is, will Alexander Usyk take the Daniel Dubois fight, or will he retire? Will he not consider it a big enough fight? Will he let go of one of the belts, right, and then try to make maybe a bigger name fight in the AJ fight or whatever, right? Type deal. So it's still a little bit left to be seen. You know what I mean? Exactly what's going to happen. But what we do know for a fact, what's set in stone, is that we got 14 days for Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury to come to agreement, or Alexander Usyk is going to have to defend his WBA mandatory, which is next in line. You know what I mean? So breaking news on the aspect, it's official. The WBA is giving a 2 week deadline for Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury to make this heavyweight undisputed fight that I never thought that they was really going to make, right? You see over here on Southern T, I really didn't start giving the fight coverage, really didn't start talking about it, right? Until the talks about it, the fight falling through, started to heat up. I had made a Southern T about this fight, probably not, you know what I mean, going to happen a while back, and then it came out like 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. I made a Southern T EP about this fight, probably not going to happen, and then it came out that they had agreed, and then it came out the next day, right after that, right, that talks weren't looking too good again, right? So this fight, I feel like, has always been a pipe dream, you know what I mean, for lack of a better term. I feel like this fight has always been a bit of a pipe dream. The Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury fight. I feel like a lot of fights with Tyson Fury, right, are pipe dreams, right? I feel like at this point, Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury is more so just, it's more so like I never really believed that it was going to happen, right? But at this point, it's more so just like I don't even want to call it promotion, right? It's more so just like a figment of our imagination, right? Right before, if y'all could recall, right before the Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury, saga, drama, negotiation, whatever you want to call it, started to heat up, right? Right before it started to heat up, there was the rumbling that Alexander Usyk will fight Deontay Wilder. He was going to go to this fight and whatnot, and then boom, out of nowhere, the rumor started, right? Fury and now it wasn't a rumor because they really were negotiating, right? But the talks between Fury and Alexander Usyk started, and the Wilder and Alexander Usyk thing went under the table, right? Type deal. Now we're at a point where it's looking like that he's not going to fight Tyson Fury. I was never a believer, right, that he was going to fight Tyson Fury. Now they have an actual set number, a set time length on how long they have still to make this fight because the WBA said that effectively they're tired of waiting. So 14 days, 2 weeks, April 1st, 2 weeks from today. You know what I mean? WBA is set to order. It's mandatory. If you go check the WBA, standings, you'll see that the WBA mandatory right now is indeed Daniel Dubois. Your boy Sudden T did a EP, a few weeks back, telling y'all that Daniel Dubois very well could be Alexander Usyk next opponent, and then boom, right? You got the WBA coming out. With this news that Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury have until April 1st, which is effectively 2 weeks from now, to make a decision about their fight before Alexander Usyk mandatory is going to be called. So I got 5 people in the building right now. Could y'all do your boy a favor? Could I get all 5 of y'all to hit that thumbs up for your boy? He said, "Did you watch Jermell Miller fight? It reminded me of Stroke My D." No, I didn't get a chance to catch Jared Miller fight, best of the best, but I did, get a chance to catch what Jared Miller said. I did get a chance to catch what Jared Miller said after the fight, right? And Jared Miller said that he still wanted to fight Anthony Joshua because he felt like that there was a unfinished business between himself and Anthony Joshua. What's good, Damon, man? Appreciate you sliding through. If y'all could hit that thumbs up for your boy. And here just dropping this tad bit on y'all. The WBA has officially given Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury 2 weeks, you know what I mean, to strike up a deal before they get the calling, their mandatory. And right now, if you take a look at the WBA mandatory list, right, you'll see that Daniel Dubois is the number one, ranked WBA heavyweight. Y'all do your boy a favor, best of the best. I don't know if it's your first time, best of the best, but if you could, best of the best, do your boy solid. Not make it your last time, Brody. Could you hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel? We talk this good boxing every day, not just today. Greatly appreciate you sliding through. I see Tush my pigeon. Tush my penis. Ah man, your name is terrible, bro. Your name is terrible. He said, "What's your opinion on the beef with Eddie Hearn and Mike Hawksworth? Would you appreciate shout watching from the UK? Appreciate you, bro. I don't really have an opinion on that. I don't really have an opinion on that. I don't got too much to say about Eddie Hearn and dude. I'm gonna let them handle their business. You know what I mean? But what's good, Jay Gibson? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Jay. Glad you can make it. If y'all could hit that like button for your boy when you roll on in, whether you're here for a good time or a long time. I ain't gonna hold up too much of y'all today. Just wanted to come and drop this tidbit on y'all, right? The WBA has officially put a 2-week deadline. WBA has officially put a 2-week deadline on Alexander Usyk and this Tyson Fury match, right? A fight that I never really thought was going to happen, right? It officially got a due date, right? So they WBA has given them 2 weeks to come to an agreement before the WBA order their mandatory fight for Alexander Usyk. And if you take a look, at the WBA ranking system, right? You take a quick look at it, you'll see that the number one You'll see. Shout out my guy, Jay Gibson. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. If you take a quick look at it, you'll see that number one guy is Daniel Du Bois, right? But shout out my guy Jay Gibson, right? Like my Jay Gibson, because I know he was here, right? I know my guy True Butler was here a few weeks ago, right? The boy 17 told y'all to be on the lookout, right? Because Daniel Du Bois very well could be Alexander Usyk's next opponent and not Tyson Fury, right? And I know people didn't really put a lot of weight on that, right? But you fast forward to today, and now you got the WBA. Now you got the WBA saying that, oh yeah, y'all only got 2 weeks to come up to this deal before we call our mandatory. You check the WBA rankings, Daniel Du Bois number one. You know what I mean? So TB on one. Motherfuckers just don't be paying attention. Yeah, had that dude. You had that dude. That other dude probably a troll too. You know what I mean? But y'all do your boy favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. What's good? True Allah. Said peace, King. Salute, King. Salute to the chat. Let's get it popping. Let's be greater than yesterday. Yup. Fast, King. Fast, True. Fast, True. You know we got to. But again, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I'm about to hit y'all with another EP real soon, right? I knew, right? It's about Devontae Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, right? I knew that Tank Davis had a rehydration clause, right, in the contract with Ryan Garcia. But I heard some new news today, right? That he's giving Ryan Garcia a 30-day pre-weigh-in clause, right? And I want to rap about that. You know what I mean? I got a chance to talk about it with my guy. What's good, BVO? Appreciate you sliding through. I got a chance to talk about it with my guy Ricky and my guy Crush, right? I have to think on it, and I want him to get my thoughts off on it. You know what I mean? Type deal. So we gonna talk about that in just a little second at 7:30. Right, we gonna talk about that. So I'm finna be putting an alert in y'all ear right when I end this jump. But I ain't gonna keep y'all in this thing too long. Just want to hit y'all with that news. Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk now have a 14-day deadline to make their fight, or the WBA is going to call their mandatory. Take a look at the WBA mandatory rankings. Daniel Du Bois, number one. 17 told y'all a couple weeks ago, Daniel Du Bois could very well be Alexander Usyk's next opponent. WBA gave him 14 days, Fury and Alexander Usyk, to make a deadline. But that's all I got. Skin the Hardaway Southern T. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love.